Hello, this is Aaron from AaronOnAutos.com, and today we're doing our shaky cam interior review inside a 2020 Cadillac XT6. This review brought to you by reading, because writing and arithmetic are overrated. This is the premium luxury all-wheel drive model. Very, very nice crossover SUV. If you hear crinkling in the background, it's because I had to get out a cheat sheet to remember the details, because this is foreign to me. Just to me. It's not foreign. It's just foreign to me. Last time I was in a Cadillac was the XT4. This is very similar to that, but larger, has 3 rows, a few other things. Retails at... that's the starting price. $71,585 as I sit in it. That's with all the options added on. Without any options, this would be $54,695. So there you go. With options and delivery, you're sitting in here at over $71,000. But wow, are you getting some awesomeness? This is a great SUV. Very, very pretty, and you're seeing hints of the beginnings of what some of the stuff I really love about this thing. So let's just get started, because there's a lot to go over, and I need to set the parking brake so that we can talk. All right, just going over here, you see this brown carbon fiber. It's just so pretty. Just wait till you see it in the whole layout. It's just so good looking. Here you got your door handle. Door locks are right there. Windows, mirrors, etc. down here. So you got some mirrors right here. You got your windows down here. You choose a mirror up here. You set it with that so you can move them around. Here, this locks the side windows, and this folds in the side mirrors for car washes, parking, etc. And then hiding up under here, you see the seat presets. So you're seeing 2 presets plus a button that turns the rear seat alert on and off. So if you like just threw a bag back there and you don't want to be reminded that there's something maybe in the rear seat when you sit down, you can just hit that button. Most of the time you'll just forget about that, and you'll just get the reminder and go, yeah, whatever, it's my briefcase, and you'll walk off. But, just in case you want to do that. So up here, you're seeing some vents. I'm going to pull back a little bit. This is the defrost vent. Look how beautifully integrated and hidden that is. Isn't that awesome? That's so cool. It's like a shark fin up there. Anyway, here's your regular vent, and then you can see the surround going on. This is the parking brake. You push it to set it, push it to release it. Right here is your dimmers. This is the head-up display controls. Really love these. They're in almost every Chevy product that has a head-up. So yeah, up and down with this, change what info is showing with that, change the brightness with that. Perfect. Really easy. I like it. Down there, there's some pedals and stuff, but under here, hiding right here, is your hood release. And then you can see it has one of the first of the big speakers here. This is a Bose stereo in this truck, or SUV. Very, very nice. Good stereo. I'm just going to say that. Good stereo. All right. Looking at the steering wheel itself, you see the big Cadillac emblem in the middle. And then over here, you have cruise control stuff, plus your seat heating, or your steering wheel heat. Seat heat. Here's your steering wheel heater. This does come on automatically when the temperature is pretty low and you are remote starting the car. This sets your distance for that cruise control. So adaptive cruise, this sets the distance, and the rest of it's pretty self-explanatory. You push these to do that. You toggle that up and down for that. Here's your telematics for making phone calls. Here's your voice control for the infotainment. This is really good, but I'll show you the infotainment screen like most Chevys with the current generation infotainment. I will tell you the infotainment is just as easy to use as this, so you can take your pick as to which you want to use because they're both awesome. Over here is your driver information controls right here. So you can see you go back and forth here. This also this goes back and forth in the submenus. This goes up and down, or the main menus back and forth here, up and down for submenus, and then you see you push it to select. So you just push this and that selects. This changes tracks on your infotainment. This is volume controls right here. Pretty simple. Up here, you see you got this paddle shifter, and then you got the washer, wipers, etc. So twisting this runs the rear, back and forth for the squirters. So you pull it towards you to squirt the front, push it back to squirt the back, down, or yeah, that's it. And then you can see you can set the speed settings right here. I had a brain glitch there. I couldn't remember if this button did something. Anyway. Over here, the other paddle shifter, and then you can see the lighting. So this automatic headlights, right? Automatic high beams right there. And then you have your regular headlights here. You can see I have them on auto. You have some other settings there. And up and down for your signal turns, and back and forth for manual control of the brights. Boom. Over here, instrument cluster. So I kind of like this instrument cluster. Nice and easy to read. Pretty simple. Nothing really complicated on it. So over here you see got the tachometer. Down there's the fuel. Over there is the speedometer. Down there is engine heat. And then you can see some of the lights. So you can see I have the park brake set. You can see I'm in park. Don't have a seatbelt on because I'm in park. Just sitting here. And then up here you see a few things. So right now we are in two-wheel drive. I will show you the drive mode selector. It's pretty simplistic. Not a lot of options on there, but basically here you go. You can go through these. I've been leaving it in touring because tour is nice and comfortable. But earlier in the week when I first got this, we did have snow on the ground, if I can get down to it. And so I left it on all-wheel drive. Drove around like that for a couple of days until it cleared up. Worked really, really well. Really liked that, by the way. So up here, if it could read a speed sign, it would show you what it is right there. Here's saying cruise control is on. Here is your always there digital speedometer. Love that. Here's your direction for your thing. And then down here, we're looking at trips. So you can see my current trip. You see my average MPGs for that trip. That includes a lot of, that's all week. So that includes a lot of snow driving. I did not do formal highway and city testing in this because, well, we just had too much weather. So I really wasn't going to get a good number on it. But EPA says that this is averaging at 20 miles per gallon combined. So you can see I'm below that. 17 is the city number, 24 is the highway number. I will say if you are staying in two-wheel drive, you're definitely going to get better numbers than that. Down here, let me flip through these menus really quick. So you can see that's what's going on with the infotainment. Here's some navigation. These are all just the main menus. I'm not scrolling down through any of them. Here's what's going on with my phone. Night vision, pretty cool. And here's some stuff you can see. You can change some of the options. So now, one thing I will note, when I push the right button at the end of the menu, it does not scroll over to the other side. You have to go all the way back. Kind of annoying. But, you know, could be worse. Down here is your estimated fuel remaining. So that's about how far you could get on your current fuel economy with the fuel that's in there. And that's the odometer. And then there's a head-up display that you can just see because thanks to my garage door that really needs paint. So you can see that's that's the default basically setting. Let me see if I can get it to focus. There you go. Default setting right there. There are a couple of other settings, but this is the one I really like. You're seeing the tachometer, you're seeing the speed, and it's telling you what's going on with the cruise control and so on. So really like that. Over here, coming around, here you have the engine stop-start. So that starts the engine, stops the engine, etc. Push button start. Here's the infotainment. So right now it is on the audio screen. If I hit this home button right here, boom, here I am. Lots of cool options. Android Auto works pretty well in this. Wi-Fi hotspot, which is becoming a standard in a lot of Chevy GM products. So, and as far as I know, it's standard all the way across the board in the Cadillacs of every description. And yeah, just lots of cool stuff. There's several screens to go with, so this is sort of like a home screen here, and then you have lots of cool things. Marketplace, you can order some coffee and hit the drive-through. Here you can do climate. You can also do it manually with buttons below this. I'll show you those. And yeah, just lots of cool stuff. If you have the My Cadillac app, you can do a lot of things with your phone to the car. OnStar services, really useful. And there you go. You can video record from the cameras. This has, I'll just, let's see. Where's the camera button? I just saw it. Like, there it is. So here's the cameras, right? So you see you have full 360 view and you have that. You can set it up to video record off of those. Excuse me. You have to put in a memory card of some kind, but you can do that. Very, very cool. And then you can see there's hard buttons down here. So you got a mute button, nice and convenient. And over here you got your home, which I just pushed to get to this screen. And this announces to you that it is a N. I don't know what that means, honest. Up here you got Duke's lights. Over here you got your lane keep assist. Over here you got parking radars. Down here you got the engine stop start. You can turn it on and off there. So that little light indicates that it is on. Right here is self parking. So you push that. It was not going to do anything right now because I'm in park. But you push that and it will set up the system to start parking for you. So all you have to do is run the throttle and shift the gears when it prompts, and it will do the steering and parallel park you all day. Really, really cool. Now, I talked about climate controls, so now I'll show them to you. Right here you got seat bun warmers, seat coolers right here. Over here you got the basics for your climate controls. I've pushed it and turned it off. You can push the auto and turn it on. You can set temperatures quickly here. It shows those in these right here. And then from there, you can come up here and you see how it popped up a climate thing. So if I turn on the climate, then this pops up. Now I can quickly run controls if I want to. So if I want to run some climate stuff, I can quickly do it with that. Or you can go to the big menu and do it manually from there if that's what you want to do. Down here you can see climate is already there, so you can jump to climate with that. Then up here you can see you're controlling front and rear. So I can go like this and I can control the climate in the back of the car. Up here I'm controlling it in the front. It has things like locks and other stuff. Really, really nice. I like the setup. So bun warmers and whatnot's over there for that side. And then this is a nice little cubby. I've been throwing my phone in it. So this is my regular phone. I've been throwing my phone in there because it's all this nice faux leather and stuff, and it's on a tilt, so it just doesn't come out. My phone stays in there. It's pretty great. I mean, you know, if you're going to bounce around off-road, go nuts, then yeah, your phone's probably not going to stay in that. But most of the time, phone is just fine right there. Over here, you got a bougie cover. Bougie cover covers up drink holders. Pretty good size. I like them, and they're just pretty. Just look at that. Just pretty. There's some people at Cadillac knowing how to design some stuff to make people feel happy. Here you got your shifter. Triggers on this side here. You push this to park and you move it back and forth for reverse, drive, etc. So you can see now I'm in reverse. Now I'm in drive. If I push that and just shove it for a second, you can feel there's a two-step to the shove. See that? So the middle one goes there. The far forward one goes there. Park like that. Pretty cool. When you're in drive, you can shove it down and it goes into manual. So you just pull that like that, goes back into drive. You can then use the paddle shifter to do paddle shifters. There's two of them to do your shifting. Pretty cool. I like this setup. It's easy to get used to and it feels good in your grip. It's a good size, even for big meat hook hands like I got. Here's some stereo controls. So you can push this to mute. This is a volume button, back and forth on the tracks. Pretty simple. I like it. This is another way to run that. So you can go around and select things, then you can jump to menus. I have honestly used this almost not at all. I don't tend to like command knobs. This one's okay, but I just don't tend to like them. Touch screens, much easier, more intuitive, and you don't take your eyes off the road to use them. Not as much, anyway. And then you can see phone and back button right there. Over here, this is how I was doing the drive mode. You just push that and cycle through, and then when you hit the one you want, you just stop pushing it and it figures out that's what you must want. Right here is your traction control. Here's a spot to drop something, so you could have your phone in there, and I have done that like that, right? It's got a wireless charge port and stuff like that. When you open it up, you can see there's a slot here that gives you access to the inside of that. It is open through the bottom, so if you do drop stuff in there that's not supposed to be in there, it will just fall through. Since this is a wireless charger, if you drop something in there that does not accept a wireless charge, what's covering up the screen? Sorry. If you drop something in there that is not meant to be wirelessly charged and is just going to heat up, metal objects, keys or something, or a phone that's not capable of wireless charging, anything that will fit will just fall through the bottom, and you don't have to worry about that. This is a great cubby. I really like it. There's some USBs. You can see there's a USB-C, and there's a regular USB, as well as an SD slot. When you're recording, that thing I was showing you before where you can record, so you can see how putting that in doesn't cover that up. You can use either a USB or an SD. So you could put in an SD card, or you could put in a USB drive, and it will save to that. So there you go. That's basically it for that cubby. Then you have behind it, there's the temperature controls for the rear seating. As I said before, you can lock those. So now I just want to show you this, because this is just, oh, look how pretty that is. Cadillac is really, really good at taking a whole lot of different materials and throwing them into one thing and not having it turn out crap. It's just so pretty. And there's so many different materials you're looking at. You're looking at like leather, kind of, this leather here, suede right here, this brown carbon fiber here. You got chrome here, you got brushed chrome here, you got some piano black under there, you got some more of that, and then you got some plastic that's also softened with some leatherette, and then you got, just so many materials, and it's so good looking. Holy crap. And then this beautiful seating, by the way, just beautiful seating. So very, very comfortable. Bolsters are good, not as good as some might want if they're into sport models, but this is not a sports car. This is a nice luxury SUV, and this is perfect for that. So just nicely done, very pretty. In the back, there's some stuff my kids left, so I'll have to make sure to get that out. But you can see the back seats are a pretty good size. My kids have had a good time back there. They've been comfortable in this vehicle. It's a 60-40 split, so that middle part is attached to that left side seat. And then in the very back, not up right now, but I'll show you that right now. I'll show it to you. That's the back of the car, with or without the third row deployed. It is a small third row. This is not a huge full-sized SUV. This is a slightly large, this is a large midsize. Beautifully done, very, very nicely done. I love this Cadillac XT6. So really good job, Caddy. You did a really good job. Cadillac is up to the bar when it comes to just luxury refinement, American style. So nice. So that's what I got. This has been Aaron on autos.com. Talk to you again soon. Subscribe.